coordinator of the Wisconsin Prime Alert Network in January of 2011. He's a former special agent with the U.S. Department of Transportation, Office of Inspector General. Mr. Libowsky is also the founder of Milwaukee's Joe's Gourmet Ice Cream. So I think keep that in your pocket. Maybe we'll get some later. Huh? Joe has a BS in Criminal Justice Administration from San Diego State University. Please welcome Joe.
Well, thank you all for having me here. You're actually one of the friendliest chambers that I've met, and that really is quite a compliment. Today I'm here to talk to you about a new program from the Wisconsin Department of Justice. It is called the Crime Alert Network. It is under the Division of Criminal Investigation. For those of you not familiar with the Division of Criminal Investigation, we're very similar to the FBI. We are the state investigative agency. We work major crimes. A lot of our special agents work large-scale narcotics trafficking. We do the internet crimes against children. We also provide support to local law enforcement. So as an example, let's say Sun Prairie had a very significant event going on and they needed either additional SWAT officers or they needed additional criminal analysts. We provide that to local departments. I work in what's called the Fusion Center, which is the statewide intelligence center. Every state in the U.S. has one designated intelligence center. It's a joint collaboration between FBI, Homeland Security, and in Wisconsin's case, the Department of Justice. Our main mission is we deal with domestic and foreign terrorism. Anything that's reported on a local level that might be terrorism related goes through our office. We analyze it. If we think that there truly is some information there that needs to be analyzed, we will forward it to the Joint Terrorism Task Force. And same thing coming down from the federal system. If there's terrorism information that needs to be disseminated, it comes through our office. And I was appointed by the Attorney General about a year ago to run the Crime Alert Network. You'll remember my last name very easily from the movie The Big Lebowski.
See what happens, Libowsky? You see what happens? Nobody calls me Libowsky. You got the wrong guy. I'm the dude, man. Your name's Libowsky.
Growing up with the name Libowsky was not a cool thing to have. And all of a sudden, for some reason, the heavens opened up and now people think it's the coolest thing in the world. So, I'm a former federal agent. I worked for the Secretary of Transportation Inspector General's office out of Dallas. I did aviation crime, aircraft that were stolen and used in drug trafficking, a little bit of arms trafficking, and counterfeit aircraft parts. But I also founded Milwaukee Joe's Gourmet Ice Cream based out of Dallas, Texas. It's a small chain of ice cream stores. We manufacture ice cream, sorbet, gelato, frozen custard. I sold Milwaukee Joe's after 11 years to move back to the Wisconsin area where I'm from. But if ever you're in Dallas, please stop by because I still get residual checks.
We haven't had dessert figured out yet.
There might be quite a wait. But we just finished airing public service announcements throughout Wisconsin on television and radio, and I brought along one of those public service announcements to show you.
Hey, I just got a crime alert email.
And that's a text message. What is it?
It's Wisconsin's Crime Alert Network. I'm Attorney General J.B. Van Hollen. For $12 a year, you can receive important bulletins from police, alerting you to what's happening where you live.
The thieves are posing as utility workers to get into homes. The photo shows what their van looks like.
Mom, there's someone at the door. That's the van in the alert.
Call 911.
Visit wisconsincrimealert.gov to learn more.
This message paid for by the Wisconsin Department of Justice.
If you look at all the retail businesses that are out there today, there's quite a variety. You have gas stations, restaurants, hotels, motels, grocery stores, and there's other businesses as well. You have service industries, wholesale, financial, manufacturing. I'll guarantee you Sun Prairie has every one of those categories of businesses in their city. And they all have something in common. They all have assets to protect. They all have some type of an inventory. And for a lot of businesses, their inventory has been built up over the course of not just years, but generations. They have some type of a building or facility where their customers shop, where their employees come to work. They have some type of equipment, whether it be manufacturing, office equipment, but most importantly, every business has cash. So what happens if crime strikes a business? What happens if the inventory has been destroyed by arson or theft and they no longer have a product to sell? Well, for a lot of businesses, it can mean years to replace that inventory, and their customers are not going to wait. They're going to find somewhere else. What happens if a building has been destroyed and no longer can the employees come to work, their customers come to shop? Well, for most businesses, that will mean the end of their existence. If their equipment has been damaged or destroyed, especially customized manufacturing equipment, that can have a significant impact on their ability to survive. But most importantly, what happens if the cash has been embezzled by a key bookkeeper or taken through theft or robbery? But your businesses have other assets to protect. You have to protect your employees, because if your employees don't feel safe coming to work, they're still going to show up in this economy. They're just going to do a lousy job for you, because all they're going to talk about is, hey, did you hear what happened? If your customers don't feel safe as far as shopping at your business, they're going to find somewhere else. In the Crivets area of Wisconsin, there's been a rash of pharmacy robberies in the evening. As a result, pharmacy business is down quite substantially once the sun goes down. Anything that affects your ability to turn out a product or service, but most importantly, your reputation. Nothing can destroy a business faster, even a community, than being the victim of a heinous crime through no fault of their own.